Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our live channel. We have Pablo and myself, Sylvia, here talking about our scouting trip. Hi, Pablo, how are you today?
We're doing good. We're having fun. Another day. We're trying to do every day little invitation, short invite because we are so excited about our upcoming scouting trip. I know it's a lot of people thinking, why should I move to Mexico or why Rivera Maya? And we just wanted to open this for people to, you have a question about it. That's one way. Give you a little bit of context, but also beyond that, we are setting up a scouting trip with expatsy.
Mhm. And Expats is this amazing organization who educates people about moving abroad from the United States to basically all around the globe. They target a lot of different countries, a lot of countries here in Latin America and also in Europe. And we're honored to be their team, their project team, to organize the ever first scouting trip of expats to my region, Playa del Carmen, Cancun, Tulum, Akumal, Cozumel, which is the Mexican Caribbean or the Riviera Maya.
So I'm gonna on this live, we're just gonna talk about what are we going to do. If you have questions, you want to stop us, you just comment and you say hi. I'm from this location. I'm thinking about moving to Mexico, and I'll put the question on the screen. Uh, if there's no questions, we're just gonna go through every day. What is that we're doing on a scouting trip? On a scouting trip, what is on a scouting trip? And it's basically an opportunity for you to get to home, visit Mexico, Riviera Maya, visit different locations, and get to know if this is good for you or not. And I'm gonna share day number one. I put it on the screen. It's up here.
Yeah.
So that's October 27, and we are going to start in Playa del Carmen, one of my favorite cities in Mexico. It has become a place where I met a lot of friends. It's an expat community. Has to be at least 40% of the people who lives in Playa Carmen is from somewhere else. Is either from the
That's
United
right.
States or Canada or anywhere or Hungary, right?
Exactly. Exactly as you say.
So on this one, so we're gonna get together. Se llama Plaza Libertadores. Am I right?
Fundadores, Plaza
Fundadores. Plaza
Fundadores, the
Fundadores.
Founders Square.
And that's where we're gonna meet. Then from there we're gonna have a walk. But the most relevant thing for me is the we're gonna have a welcome seminar, and this welcome seminar is gonna give you context of you know of everything, a little bit of everything. We have speakers on immigration, shipping, real estate, more than one in real estate because we want people to have a different, feeling of this is maybe a good contact for me or this is a good area. So we have different professionals that are going to cover the different areas that we're going to visit in the scouting trip. Also, immigration. Uh, then we're going to have dinner, a Mexican buffet dinner, and networking. That's day
That's
number one.
right. So, which part is yours, Pablo? Because I know you're going to be a speaker in this one. What are you going to talk
Oh,
about?
um, I always gonna talk about that. I own a shipping company, so
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I always talk about shipping. Yeah, shipping,
Well,
customs. But that's how I created my business around helping newcomers, expats to move to different places. I live abroad myself. I know what to live. Kind of like in the dark. You go move to another country, you are out of context. You don't know what people is talking about. You don't know the local political situation, and you have maybe another friend that is in the same situation as you. And I wish somebody would put something like this together for me. And then later on, I became, professional in the shipping industry, and I said, well, I'm making a business to solve this problem. And I do shipping, but I provide advice on, everything in between, from like, yeah, contacts or, anything. Let's go day number two, right?
that's nice. And before we go to day, well, let's skip to day number two. And whilst I mentioned that, is like, as you see, Pablo, you've been doing this. Of course, I know what you're going to talk about. So you've been doing this business for 16 years. And so with the experience and the knowledge and everything you've gathered, we can deliberately and freely call you an expert. And this is exactly what we were focusing on when we put together the team for the seminar. We've selected professionals who are really expert in their area and can talk not only about the guidelines and about the rules, but also about experience. So that was something very important for us, that they are people that we can recommend 100%, and we have our personal trust in them. So there's going to be a lot of things happening during the trip. And as Pablo said, this is basically the highlight of the day number one. And also you get to know each other, you get to talk to each other, get to share stories, get to talk about the hard decisions that you have to make. And so on day number two, as we've already discussed, it's not only Playa del Carmen. We're actually showing 5 different locations in 5 days, which makes this trip unique during all the Mexican destinations for the expats scouting trips. I don't think there's another destination that's not only concentrated or focused on one location, but gives a visibility of the whole area. And it was very important for us. Why? Because it's doable in 5 days, and because these 5 different locations are so different. Not only as the name, it's a different city, but also the vibe, the type of people that go there. So I truly can say I've been living in Playa del Carmen in this region for 5 years, close to 5 years. And I can truly say that there's something for everyone, whether you're moving with a family, whether you're moving with friends or just a couple, or even a digital nomad single, or if you're moving as a retiree. If you want to find your spot, I guarantee you that in the region you will. So on day number 2, we're going to show some of these regions: Puerto, Aventuras, Playacar. These are very nice, beautifully manicured and pedicured, gated communities that make a lot of people feel safe and secure, and also in a reach of something familiar, but in a new setting. They all have a beach. They're all walkable. They're all a lot of these places can actually be traveled around by golf carts. Both of these places, Playacar as well as Puerto Aventuras, is big enough to hold not 1, but 2 or 3 schools. They have their own little ecosystem, and they're beautiful. They're really nice. So we're going to tour these 2 areas, and then we're going to do a cooking class. I
That's
love
nice.
Mexican food. I love Mexican food. I don't know how you're about that,
Love it.
Pablo. And also, of course, cooking class always goes with the tequila and mezcal tasting. So yeah, that's going to be our day number 2.
So it's really, it's really hard to. I mean, it could be confusing. So I want to make this point here. It could be confusing. You're having a scouting trip, and I mean, when you move to when you do deal with corporate relocation, and a scouting trip, or they call it look and see,
Look-see.
look see,
We
right?
used to call it look-see trip. Yeah,
They don't take you to no mezcal tasting,
that's true.
right? They just
No.
like you go like, I don't know, corporation move you to another
Mhm.
country. They take you to like,
Mm-mm.
here's some apartments. Maybe you go to Walmart or like the superstore to check
Yeah,
what is the pricing.
schools, and that's it.
That's it. So we are kind of like bending, kind of like the traditional scouting look and see thing. We're doing a scouting trip. We want to connect people. We are also offering opportunities for you to have enjoyment, entertainment,
Mhm.
get to explore
Mhm.
the culture, the local culture,
Mhm.
but at the same time, we are delivering on useful information people need to learn before they pull the trigger on making this very important decision, which is move abroad. So
Yeah.
that's very
Yeah.
interesting.
It is very interesting, and also this area, it is very touristy. So it's something we definitely have to add and admit. And those things that make it so special for so many people, now these are the things we would love to show the scouting trip participants, on top of housing, on top of the different real estate areas, on top of the commodality, on top of the practical things of life. Of course, we want to show you the stuff that you fall in love with, and then you decide if it's for you or not.
Here we go. Here's another
Mhm.
day. Tulum is one of my favorites. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, all of it. I mean, Riviera Maya in general. White sand, beautiful, crystal clear water, and that's Tulum. There's a lot of like little. There's a lot of story, history part of it as well.
Mhm.
Uh, and Akumal. And Akumal is also another location. So some people want to be in a bigger setting, bigger city, walkable. That's Playa del Carmen. Maybe somebody else wants to have a different setting. And Akumal, that this is different, a different location.
Mhm.
Um, love Akumal. I mean, I've been there a couple of times, Tulum a couple of times. I still have to do a tour with the turtles. And this day we are doing a little bit of a real estate tour on these areas, but also ATV, cenotes, zipline, all at once. So it will be adventurous day. I would say it's one of the most adventurous days. Um, and you get to know one of the most popular places for people to move in the area, which is Tulum, and not just to move, but it's also I think on the real estate side, it's also for investments. Well, I
Exactly.
mean the entire area from Cancun to Tulum, investing in property or short-term rental property, it's a thing. It's not my
Yeah.
advice, by the way. I have to say it aloud. You don't have to buy if you want to move, but anyway, that's my thought.
But
People will still come and buy.
if you're considering an investment, not necessarily for living in it, the area might be a good choice because it's been showing really great ROI, return on investment, in the past 6 years. Um, so in Akumal, just to add, it's a really nice place. I really like Akumal. A lot of the properties are beachfront, which is beautiful. And there's this amazing restaurant that's one of my top favorites. We're going to take you there for lunch on that trip in Akumal. So
Oh,
it's going to be
what is the name of the restaurant?
it's called Buena Vida,
Buena Vida.
and it's a beautiful beachfront restaurant. It's really nice.
Okay,
It's really
I
pretty with
gotta
some good
go.
food too. So absolutely,
Gotta
absolutely.
go. Never been there. I want to go to Buena Vista. Just to remind you, say hi. You have a comment. You have a question. Just tell us where you're from, where you're hearing this, seeing us. We love to connect. And if you have questions about moving to Mexico, we love to answer. If you are catching this later and we are not live, it doesn't matter. If you put the question there, I will take the time and reply to you on the comments. Day number 4. I'll let you talk about it because I know this is kind of like your favorite place on earth,
That's true.
right?
That's so true. That's so true. Cozumel is one of the top favorite places on earth for me. Why? I'm a scuba diver. I'm actually a dive master, which makes me able to take teams, take people underwater as a guide, as an underwater guide. It's been my passion for 25 years. That's a place where I switch off and relax and basically liberate my mind totally from the everyday burden and everyday thoughts and overload whenever I need it. We're not going to go scuba diving in Cozumel, but we're going to do a catamaran tour. And that catamaran tour is going to take you around the island a little bit. It's an island. So Cozumel is very close to Playa del Carmen. It's a 45-minute ferry ride, more or less. Sometimes it's only 30 minutes, sometimes it's 45, depending a little bit on the weather, of course. But it's very safe, it's very, very short. And so we're landing on the island and we're straight boarding this catamaran tour where we will have one of the best real estate agents and brokers on board called Net Real Estate, because they're going to start to talk about investments or properties on the island as we tour the island from the water. It's going to be beautiful. It's super safe, super secure. Anyway, let me add here, any of those tours that you see on our agenda or on the schedule, they're all apt for any age. So there will be some recommendations, but it's not like we put together a tour for something that's not doable. So the ATV, you can do it 2 persons. You don't have to drive if you don't want to drive. You don't have to do the zip line if you don't want to do the zip line. We're going to be in a beautiful environment, and the same thing with the catamaran. There will be an option or a chance to snorkel and see the underwater world of Cozumel, but you don't have to. You can just stay on the catamaran and have fun and talk more with the fellow scouting trippers, people on the scouting trip, or with the real estate people, or ourselves to get more information. So it's true for every single trip that we do. So why is Cozumel is so special for snorkeling and scuba diving. And let me share this
Mhm.
because it fascinated me. And this is one of the reasons why I decided to move to this region. We all know, and most of us would know, that the biggest barrier reef that exists on the globe is in Australia, right? It's the Great Barrier Reef. We know that. And then a lot of people wouldn't know that the second biggest reef is by Cozumel. So wildlife is amazing underwater, turtles, whatever, like huge shrimp and lobster and schools of fish and sharks. Even sometimes they're very periodical. They're not here every
Mm.
each time of the year, but there are sharks that you can actually see. Still very safe and secure. No, it's an amazing place. If you're into underwater life, it's definitely a have to, at least the snorkeling part.
One
So yeah,
thing,
that's it on day number 4.
one thing I think we're forgetting to before we go to day number 5. Um, we're doing something else. We're not just adding a seminar on day number 1. Is each
Mhm.
and every day we'll have their experts are gonna go with the group. So it
Exactly.
means that you're gonna spend time getting to know your potential immigration
Mhm.
firm. You're gonna spend time with the owner. We're gonna interact. You can have more, do more questions on one of those days, or you can talk to veterinary human about insurance if you have
Mhm.
questions about insurance, because she's gonna spend time with you
Mhm.
in one of those days. So we have experts on day number 1, and then day number 2, you have more time with them. Of course, you get the context and everything, but it's good because you're not just learning briefly, you're experiencing the place, but you're also connecting with people that can help you. And then on day number 5 is Cancun. So we want to explore Cancun. And Cancun, I mean, what can I say about Cancun? It's an amazing location. It's a tourist location, but it's also a very well connected place as far as you have an international airport that get flights to like everywhere. I
Mhm.
mean, what is the connectivity from Cancun to Europe? Is it good
It's
on your
good.
experience?
Normally, yeah, absolutely. I do that. I fly a lot. You actually can do Europe depending on where you go, but the big hubs, they have direct flights. So if
Yeah.
you're planning to fly to Amsterdam, Frankfurt, Paris, London, these are direct flights.
Same
10,
thing.
9 to 11 hours depending on the actual location. So it's super easy, super easy. Same thing to the United States. Like I
Yeah.
regularly go to New York. I have to choose maybe 4 or 5 flights per day, so I can just pick whatever I want to. And then I know you've got experience, but it's the same thing traveling around Latin America. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. I
pretty
mean,
easy.
direct flights from Panama, from Colombia, from Costa Rica.
Mhm.
Uh, so in most countries, this is my experience in general. Is most countries you have the main capital, airport, maybe another secondary city that has international connectivity. Uh, in Mexico, there are many places in Mexico that's got flights to the United States and international connectivity. But Cancun, I think you have flights to everywhere, and this is important. I think this is important if you're moving
Very
abroad. If you
important.
ever have to visit family, you can just like tomorrow get a flight and go back visit family. So it's an important thing. So Cancun, it's also a place where people like to invest in property, short-term rental
Mhm.
property, and it's a place that has been growing. I mean, it continues to
Mhm.
grow. There's a lot of projects coming in, and
Absolutely.
yeah. So this is the our last day will be Cancun, and we are very excited about it. And if you have more questions, you can just go to the expat seat site, scouting trips, and there are a selection of different places in Mexico, but there is one specifically for Rivera Maya, Cancun, Tulum. This is the one that we love for you guys to try out. But Mexico is a beautiful country. Anywhere you go, is it a city or Puerto Vallarta or Baja California? It's a beautiful country. But this particular area, I think, and this is why I decided to start doing business in Mexico. When I decided to start doing business in Mexico, I decided to go for, and it's such a big country that I have to, select in what area I want to start doing more marketing. I choose Rivera Maya because there's a lot of people that are moving to Rivera Maya. They like Rivera Maya. It has a lot to offer. Uh, so yeah, that's
Absolutely. So I cannot agree with you more. You know that I'm in love with this place, and this is why we moved here. But if you're a beach person and if you like beautiful beaches, I don't think I'm biased. The most beautiful beaches around the globe, and I've traveled a lot, are here, no doubt.
Hmm.
At least for me. And of course, it's my feeling and my thought about it, but it's definitely, definitely, definitely beautiful. And before we close, Pablo, let's give our secret away. We do have a promo code that's
Oh, let me
valid.
put that in writing.
Put that in writing,
Yes.
please, because we do have a promo code that's valid until the end of August, 31st of August. So if you go on the link and would like to book your scouting trip to our region, use the promo code Mexico1, all capital letters, one altogether, and that's going to give you 150 US dollar discount of the original price of our trip. So use the promo code Mexico1 when you book your scouting trip with us.
Oh, all right. I'll put it on the
Again,
screen.
that's cool. Again, it's only available and only valid till the end of August. You still have about 2 weeks, more or less, to use that promo. Exactly 2 weeks until 2 weeks, yeah, until Sunday.
See, it's up there.
Yeah, I
See,
see
it's up
that.
there.
It's already there. Cool. Yeah, it's cutting out. Special
Special
promotion.
promo. Yeah.
There you go. So use it until the end of August. 31st of August is the validity of this promo code. And come and see us. Come and meet us. Pablo's going to be here. I live here. So come and see us, meet us. Let us take you around. Let us take care of you and show you everything that this region has to offer.
And see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have a special guest.
Exactly.
Emily will be with us, telling us a little bit more about it, and we're so
Mhm.
excited. So, see, we'll be doing these lives on a regular basis every day during this month.
Exactly. Exactly. It's exciting.
All right, high five.
High five. Which hand am I doing it, Pablo?
I
Left
don't know.
hand, right